Hey y'all, Crazy Eye Outdoors. So this will be a quick video. I just want to show some of the gear that I'm going to use. Get out of the sun so it's not fading me out. Anyway, I want to show you some of the gear that I'm going to use on my upcoming camping trip to the river. So what I have, let me get this camera turned. What I have here is, my understanding is the military's new version. Well, I won't say new because it's been out for a while, but this is the Army's modern day pup tent. Any of y'all who were in the Army as long ago as I was, you remember having the shelter halves. You and your battle buddy would each have a half of the tent, and yeah, so you would each have half of a tent, and hopefully one of you didn't lose one. So this is what they're issuing now, my understanding. All right, this tent, actually, I was going to sleep in it last night, wasn't feeling good, so I decided not to. And yeah, it was like 25, 24 degrees with about 15-mile-an-hour wind. So yeah, that would have been dumb. But I digress. So anyway, this is the Light Fighter Fido, which is the civilian version. And Fido is a play on words for pup tent. You know, pup, Fido, ruff, ruff. Anyway, so let me give you a tour. All right, as you see, well, you can't really see them. It has rigid poles in there. I actually have set this up in the swamp on spots where you can't put a set of stakes in. Works fine. I'll show you how that happens. Now, granted, yes, I have stakes in, but it will actually stand up on its own. What it does is it just drops. It drops the sides of the tent in, so you'll actually end up. Now, granted, that one's still out. You'll actually end up just with a thinner tent, but it works fine that way. All right, let me give you a look at the interior. Yeah, there's duct tape. Real quick explanation. So that's my, get that out of the way. That is the bug screen. Back when my older dog, Boy, was much younger, I put the tent up and he decided he wanted to get in the tent with me, and his claws are so sharp, they went through that bug net just like freaking a razor blade. Oops. Anyway, so you have a decent vestibule here. I mean, that's plenty of room to put a rucksack, backpack, boots, whatever on the outside. Let me get this open back up. Hold on, I had to set the camera down. Sorry about that. Don't have my pole to put it on right now. So anyway, okay. So you have inside enough room easily for one person. Now I'm 5'7". If I have my feet right here at the end, and I lay back, turn the camera around, I still have plenty of room. So a 6-foot person easily get in this thing, no problem. Probably now if you were, let's say 6'7", one of you giant people, you may have to scrunch up a little bit. Anyway, so show you a little bit more. So you see this set of netting and that set of netting there. That is actually a pocket. You can put your phone in, watch a movie, whatever. But yeah, I mean, this is a nice tent. It's actually one of my favorites. Right now, I have it in the configuration as a 4-season tent, which means you can actually get down to a lot colder temperature. I'll explain that in a minute when I start taking it apart. Other thing I want to show you is this sleeping pad, right? This sleeping pad is the bomb diggity. I know that's old term, but still. This pad you can get from Self-Reliance Outfitters, and it's actually, they actually re-engineer a lot of old camping gear. And this particular type of pad was in the Abercrombie and Fitch. They used to actually be big time in camping. Abercrombie and Fitch magazine book where you buy stuff. Early 1900s, like 1900 something. One of the first blow-up mattresses there was. So it's really, I mean, this thing is like super rugged. I don't see, now granted, I will use it, like in there, I'll have something under it, but I don't see you punching a hole in this thing. It's not like some of your cheaper made, that's for dang sure. I think it's $69, $79, something like that. So a lot cheaper than a lot of them. It has two valves, one here, one there. I had heard that one's an inlet, one's an outlet. They both, I got both of them will send air out. So good stuff, good stuff. The R value on this particular piece of gear, which anybody that camps and has looked at mattresses know what the R value is a 5.7, I believe, or 5.9. So mathematically, if you do the calculations, it means the human body producing the heat that it produces can sleep on 32-degree dirt and never have to worry about conduction. Basically, conduction is the big earth soaking the heat out of your body. I'm telling you, it works. I've actually had it in 32 degrees with a wool blanket, or 30, actually it was like 29, 30 with a wool blanket, burritoed up, which I'll show you how to do that. And I had no problem at all. All right, so let me get this thing rolled up and then I'll get back to the tent. So there you go. It's rolled up now. I've closed both the valves off to keep it from unrolling itself. It is self-inflating to an extent. Anybody wants a harder mattress, you're gonna have to blow a little bit of air in it. I would suggest finding a pump like a flex tail or something of that nature if you're gonna camp a lot with it, because you don't want to start putting your hot breath, which is liquid, has a lot of vapor in it. You don't want to get that in there and start getting the insides of it nasty. So just give you an idea, that's my size 9.5 shoe compared to it. No, it does not pack down as small as some of your ultralight tents that go in a little old ball about like that. But you know what? I trust that more. That's just me. I trust it more. It's tough. It's built like a tank. All right, let's get back to the tent. Okay, so your rain fly, this comes off. I'll have to stop the camera again since I don't have my thing to hold it. Your rain fly is, of course, OCP camo. Let me show you real quick here how it connects. All right, so you have, here's your tent pole right here. You have this cord which is attached to your rain fly, and it goes, get this grass out of the way, this little clip right here. So I can actually, here we go, I can actually pull that to loosen, because I've tightened it down. Pull that to loosen it a little bit. And pop that clip off. The clip goes into this little plastic piece right here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Same over here. Pop the clip. Pull a little bit of slack out. Where did it go? There we go. All right. Okay, now that the rain fly is removed, now you have your 4-season piece right here. I'll show you how that comes off in just a second. Of course, I don't have it zipped. I can tell you this much. In the summertime, you do not want that piece right there on, because you will heat to death. I mean, there's no airflow. It keeps the wind out, keeps any of the cold breeze and all from coming in, I mean. And as you see right here, it basically just, you have right here a clip. This is actually connected to the bug screen, and it comes through a little opening right there. Each one of these clips have their own little opening. That's the only ventilation you got on that and the other side. So basically what I'm gonna have to do is I'm going to unclip everything, pull the rain fly off, and I'll clip it back just to show you what the standard setup with the bug net looks like. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so rain fly, 4-season tent piece. This is how it's set up normally without the rain fly. I mean, you can put the rain fly on, no problem. Just connect it like you saw earlier. I have in the summer slept in it just like this. If I was under a shelter or knew it wasn't going to rain. So yeah, man, this thing is, I'll tell you right now, I probably will not, unless I hit the Appalachian Trail and realize, holy crap, this is hard. I need to have something lighter. This is about 6.5, 7 pounds. The whole setup, I'll show you when we bag it up. But I love this thing. This rascal right here is a hell of a setup. Easy to set up, I should say. Each joint, it has joints that come apart, and of course they have a shock cord in there. Show you that in a little bit. But yeah, I've slept in it like that. Matter of fact, I was sleeping. Wow, I was sleeping in the swamp on a shelter one night like this. Happened to turn my flashlight on because I heard something close to the tent. There was a raccoon, like right here at the door, peering in at me. Like, hey man, wake up! You got some food? Yeah, that was not cool. Scared the bejesus out of me. That was on Monkey Lake. Anyway, all right, let me go ahead. I'll take the rain fly down and show you this thing set up with just the ground sheet and the spider bars, whatever I can't remember what they call them. Real quick, I'm gonna show you how this, which is the mosquito net, connects. It has, dang it, it's what had that little clip piece right there. And you see the hole right here. Hopefully you can see that. It's hard to see with the sun phasing my camera out. You just put the end piece right here into the hole. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, so there you have it. Ground sheet and your pole, spider pole thingamabob. So I have my own stakes. I have some of the yellow plastic Walmart stakes. This does come with stakes. These aluminum stakes right there, they're fine. I have no problem with them. I do like the other ones better, but so if you wanted to hunt, you could actually hunt from this thing by taking your your rain fly and putting it over this, actually opening up the door, and you have a ground blind. Pretty cool. All right, then. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and get the rest of this. All right. So got a question. All right. So me personally, I'm kind of on the fence about this whole Bigfoot thing. Reason I say that is, I mean, there's oral traditions from Native Americans and things that go back millennia that describe this creature way before the Patterson-Gimlin film. I mean, that's just when we finally had video. I'm on the fence. I mean, I'm not a believer. I'm not a disbeliever, because every day we find something new out there in the world, right? And I mean big stuff, big stuff. Take the giant squid, for example. I used to not believe in that. And I'll be damned if a Japanese fishing boat did not catch one. And now they have proof that there is such a thing as a giant squid. You know, maybe Bigfoot will happen like that one day. All right, so here's why I'm asking this. I want y'all to give me your thoughts and comments. Be nice with the comments. So, if you look up, I just happened to do it just for the hell of it one day, or today actually. BFRO, Bigfoot Research Organization, because I'd heard something a couple years ago, and I just wanted to just see. So there was BFRO. It's nationwide. Some people are scientists. Some people are just average Joes who go out and actually, I mean, they spend tons of money on equipment to try to find this thing. Yes, has been no, this is what I don't understand. There's no bodies that have been found, yet you have video, you have oral tradition going way back. Some people speculate that they bury their dead, almost like a human. Who knows? So, BFRO, Bigfoot Research Organization. I went on it, and I looked at basically what it was. I Googled Bigfoot sightings in Georgia, and then I also Googled Bigfoot sightings. I cannot English right now. Bigfoot sightings in Florida. Well, I got looking, and there was one at Nassau County. I'm like, huh. All right, we'll see where that is. Closest place, Folkston, Georgia. My home. Decided I'd read it. So 2012, I think it was, some guys were on the river. They had a small boat with them. I believe they said it was rented. I don't know. They put in at Scott's Landing on the Florida side, went upriver quite a few miles, hit something, a stump or whatever. Lots of stumps in that river. Hit something, shut the motor down, motor wouldn't crank. Winter time, they only had a few hours of light left. They were not fixing to paddle back to Scott's Landing. They figured, okay, so somebody will call it, report us missing, you know. Anyway, so they pulled up to a sandbar. And stayed the night. Built a campfire, all that. Luckily, one of the guys had a pretty good flashlight with him. So they started hearing something around 12:30, I think it was, in a.m., 12:15, 12:30 a.m. on the other side of the river. That river ain't very wide, or not where they saw it. Probably at the most 20 yards across, if that. I don't even think it's that. So they kept hearing this thing and started seeing movement on the other side. And eventually, the guy states that something stepped out from behind the tree, and he had a good look at it. It was not a bear. It was not a person in a monkey costume, way too big. It's a Class A sighting. So if you look at BFRO, Class A sighting means that you have a visual of something that you can absolutely, definitively say it is not a known animal of that area. Class A sighting, other side of the river. It stomped at them, made all kind of yelling noises, and went back into the trees a little ways, and they said it went on for an hour, hour and a half. It was pissed. It did not want them there. Well, they were kind of stuck. So, reason I say this is my upcoming camping trip. That's my second night camping site on the Florida side, thank goodness. Of course, he might be on that side now. So, I just curious, thoughts and comments. What do y'all think? So, look up BFRO, and then look up Florida, then pull up Nassau County. I think it was 2012 or whatever. So I will have the Mark 18 with me. I don't think a 5.56 is going to do much to help me if the thing actually exists and decides to be aggressive. I might be out of luck. So hopefully I don't become a believer on this trip. Anyway, guys, I appreciate your views. Love you guys. Please like and subscribe. Still a small channel, but we are about to get rolling. We're going to start doing some camping trips. We had the shutdown way back, messed up one of my camping trips. Right now, the swamp is super, super low. That's messing up my trip I wanted to do in the swamp. And we have another shutdown now. Going through this again. Anyway, all right, guys. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to try to get back to the house and show you if I can find the tent bag. I hope I didn't leave it out here, because if I did, it's gone. Something got it. Hopefully it's my other truck, my other Tacoma. So anyway, yeah. See y'all. And if this is the end of the video, if I don't find it, then this is the end of the video. Love you guys. Please subscribe, and let's roll.